Welcome to the Monday Morning Motivation Community. This is your space to recharge, share inspiration, and grow together with like-minded people and coaches. Every Monday, we rise stronger, ready to shift our mindset and create positive change in ourselves and others.
Good morning. Good morning. It's another Monday morning, and we are just so excited about today. It is another awesome Monday morning, and it's summer for most of us here who are teachers, so it's good. Welcome, Sam, Cindy, Mary, Stephen, Stella. As usual, so many persons are here this morning. Nan, iPad, and others who are joining us this morning. It's good, Betty. It's good to have you this morning. Today we'll be sharing with a wonderful, wonderful presenter. We're talking about relationships. So intriguing, so nice. So let's begin. So welcome back to our Monday morning motivation, and we are celebrating 6 years of being here in this space every single Monday morning, sharing, motivating, and just inspiring others to start their week on a right note. So our slogan, stop making excuses. And we're here to share and be inspired. So this is our lineup for the month of July. We have Cindy Huang today. Then next week we'll have Rosanna Ho. And then we'll have Andy Van Wright. And then, of course, our CEO, Adrian Cahill. Yes, so that's our lineup for this month. This is our founder, Janine Jacob, and I love this vision of starting our week on a right note every single Monday morning. So here's our slogan. What's Monday morning motivation all about? It's about resilience, it's about hope, it's about motivation, inspiration. So we began this journey in 2019, and we've been sharing every Monday morning. And believe me, when I just started a couple years ago, I couldn't miss any of the sessions. They were just so wonderful. And we are still here doing what we had set out to do initially, to inspire and to motivate. We have nearly 6,000 members globally, and this is all about what we stand for, our vision, mission, purpose, slogan, and our core values. Our vision is to create a global community and platform that ignites motivation, positivity, and personal growth starting from early Monday mornings. Our core values consist of positivity, open-mindedness, discipline, family, safe zone, and purpose. And this is our team. Yes, so many persons are behind this whole concept, this entire process, this entire platform, working to bring you wonderful speakers every single Monday morning. You can find us on Instagram, Telegram, WeChat, and LinkedIn. And here we have our beautiful speaker for today. I will allow her to introduce herself because we want to hear as much as we possibly can before our time here is up. So at this time, please welcome our wonderful, beautiful speaker this morning, Cindy Huang. Good morning, Cindy. It's good to have you here with us
Yay.
today. I'm
Morning,
excited
morning.
about your
Hey, I can see
topic.
myself. Great morning. Thank you so much, Jenny, for the great introductions. So
We
hi,
can see you.
everyone.
It's okay.
Yes, great. Hi, everyone. My name is Cindy Huang. I'm a California licensed marriage and family therapist, and I've been working in the field and around the world in the last 13 years, helping clients with their family issue, communication, self-esteem, safety issue, etc. So I've been working in both California and China, such as Guangzhou, Shanghai, Shenzhen, and Zhuhai. So it's great. It's my honor to be here to share this topic with you today, this morning. Okay, so Jenny, I will just go ahead and continue.
Yes,
Awesome.
go ahead. Please
Awesome.
do.
Great. So yeah, so after, seeing thousands and thousands of clients with, their personal issue, family issue, and etc., I have summarized this 4 secrets to transform any relationship from a dead end to a thriving future. And if the audience can type, and at this time you can also interact with me and let me know, what brings you here this morning, what brings you to this topic, etc., or if you are in a relationship or any relationship that you would like to improve. Okay, great. So yeah, so number one, well, I have shared this topic offline, both offline and online as well, and I'll just quickly go through them, okay? And hopefully that can bring you a very great July and also the second half of 2025. Well, time flies, right? So, okay. So number one is the power of beliefs. And when I share this offline, this is the one thing all the audience remember the most. They realize that this is super powerful, that really changes their interaction with their partner, as well as their family members. So I'll give you one example. This is one question from the audience. She asked, Cindy, I find it very difficult to find the Mr. the Mr. Right, or my right man. And I've tried different ways, right? Different platforms, maybe friends introducing and all that, but I find it very, very, very hard. So doing her maybe like 5 seconds questions, she used the word difficult, hard, all right, I remember like 3-4 times. And I immediately pointed out to her, I said, Emmy, do you know that maybe that's your belief? Like after, I don't know how many times you have tried, but after, failing for a couple times, and that's the belief that you started to build on, right? And I asked her, like, go back to college, right? Do you find it difficult? Not really. Maybe right after college, you find it difficult to find the right man? No, not really, right? So is the difficulty the real problem, or is it something else, right? That's one thing as a therapist we often do, is to dig deeper to the root cause. Is it because you fell a couple times and that's why you start to build on this belief and do you carry this belief with you when you go out in social and maybe you go out to interact with others? And that belief truly is powerful. That's impacting everything, your behavior, your attitude, right? The way you're interacting, the way you even speak to yourself. Later on, I'll cover that. So, and that brings her the aha moment. Oh, you're right. Maybe that's what I have been believing for the last 4 or 5 years, right? So, okay, right. So that's the power of belief, and I'll give you another one. Jenny, next. Thank you. And Nancy is the same thing, right? She came to me after my sharing. She mentioned that, once I see my partner's weakness, once I start any relationship, I start to focus on like the bad or the negative side, right? Same thing. So, but there are multiple causes, right? Maybe Nancy doesn't believe that she is lovable, or maybe Nancy believe something else, right? Or no one is perfect, or she has this perfect or perfectionism to carry on with her partner. And, that's when Nancy goes through a lot of breakups, right? And again and again and again. So, guys, if one thing I want you to carry from today's sharing is checking with all these 4 secrets to see if you also have this, unreasonable, or we call it unrealistic or limiting beliefs. Okay. All right. Next. Okay. The second secret is the power of words. Okay. And one thing I want to reveal to you guys, I always mention this to my audience, that this is the amount of words. Can you guys imagine? This is the amount of words that we speak to ourselves as well as others. 20,000 words. And do you guys kind of pay attention to, what do you guys speak to yourself on a daily basis? Not really, right? And same thing happens to relationships. If you believe and you say to yourself, okay, I'm not lovable, right? I don't deserve to be happy, right? It's not the right time to to be happy yet, right? Maybe I have to work hard. Maybe I have to, go through all the hassles and obstacles first before I can enjoy my life. And if you have those beliefs and you say those to yourself, well, secretly, right? Sometimes, a lot of times, we are not aware of those words, then that kind of really affects your relationship. With anyone, with your family, with your spouse, with your, parents, kids. Also, what do you say to your partner, right? Mostly criticism. Like, have you guys heard about the Four Horsemen from John Gottman's? And that's a very, very famous study in our marriage and family therapy field, is that, well, if you often, right, criticize your partner, and that's the words like, okay, you don't close the door, or you don't send me gifts, and because, well, you don't love me, right? If you say that often enough, you start to believe that. And your partner started to believe that too, right? So really, really pay attention to the words you say to yourself on a daily basis. It doesn't matter if you want to improve your energy level, maybe your work performance, right? Your interaction with just a friend, or your spouse. Pay attention to the words that you say to them. Okay. All right. Okay, next. Okay, the third one, power of behaviors. Okay, so I remember 5 years ago, I attended Tony Robbins' 3-day seminar in Los Angeles. And well, after 5 years, I don't remember anything. Okay. But I remember this one sentence that carries on with me until today. And that's the one and only thing I remember, guys, is that if you want to change your state, change your momentum. I always tell my clients the easiest way to do it, the easiest way to change your emotions, your anything, right? To your current status or your current situation is to change your behavior, right? For instance, if you're like feeling depressed, you're holding your head down, you're like really closing your body, right? Then if you want to change your current state, get up, right? Do some workouts and drink some coffee, get some sunlight, read a book or anything, right? To change your current state. And also for partners, oftentimes they get into a fighting mode, right? They fight back and talk, and they talk back to each other and back and forth a lot, but no one really like slows down, or no one really like take a deep breath, right? If one person can do anything different, right? Imagine the old days when you have a fight with anyone in your family, right? People just tend to talk back to each other, let's say. If anyone changed anything at that moment, maybe the fight would not continue, okay? So that's what I mean by, if you want to change your state, change your momentum. If you want to change your current situation, change your momentum, right? Get a different position, get a different environment or anything. So it's easiest, is among the 4 secrets, is the easiest and the fastest. Okay. For instance, you're not feeling good today, right? I always tell my clients, right? Just keep a fake smile, right? Just smile. I don't care for what reason. Just just smile, right? And keep that smile for 5 minutes. All right. And you will find that your mood will switch after that 5 minutes, or even after 2 minutes, or even after 3 minutes. Okay. All right. Okay. Next one. And you guys can ask me any questions at the end. Okay. Power of habits. Okay. So this is one thing I learned from my school, from a master program, right? They always, at the very beginning of 2012, they throw us under the water because in therapy, we practice to be a therapist, right? We don't just read books to become a therapist, right? We always practice and practice and practice, and then you become a kind of decent or experienced therapist. So, and that's one thing I learned, is how you do one thing is how you do everything. And I used to, well, even until now, I interview like a lot of millionaires and billionaires. And one thing I realized is that what makes them the millionaires and billionaires, it's their habits. It's not that, maybe they're born to be like, have a golden spoon in their mouth. It's their daily habits that makes them who they are. same as to, the normal or the general public. It's what we do every day makes us who we are right now, right here, today. Okay, so always checking with your habits. If you don't have it, maybe like a older pattern with your spouse, with your parents, with your kids, then checking with yourself, right? Is there something that you guys can change a little bit or switch a little bit, right? Or the pattern of interacting, or the pattern of responding to maybe a negative comment, right? Or anything like from your spouse. Like, we always have a pattern to respond, okay, to anyone that you're, especially someone close to our hearts, to ourselves. So always checking with yourself and build new habits, right? If this habit is helping you, great, keep it for the rest of your life. If this habit is not really helping anyone, right, or make everyone else angrier, or more just not really in a good mood, then is there something that you can do to change it, right? And that's something that we as a therapist do on a daily basis, is to first of all dig deeper, right, to see what's the root cause, and then help the clients with their beliefs, with their habits, with their behaviors, right, on a daily basis. And then sooner than later, they start to change and things start to evolve. Okay, great. So next one. Thank you, Jenny. Okay, so, well, because the time swing, so here, I want to again to let you guys know about the 4 secrets that I have summarized after meeting with thousands and thousands of clients. And I realized, oh, this is something that I'm doing on a daily basis in the therapy room, right? They paid thousands and thousands of dollars for just this, to change something that they have been doing on a daily basis, but they don't realize, oh, maybe the power of beliefs is the one that's killing my relationship, right? Maybe the power of behaviors is what makes me like struggling on a daily basis. And last but not the least, I need to change my habits, right? So Cindy, how do I change my habits? So this is the 4th thing that I've been doing again and again and again and again in the last 13 years. Okay. And at this time, okay, next one. And I would like to, if you enjoyed my sharing, I would like to invite all of you to join my specially designed 4-day relationship transformation bootcamp, right? It can help you to save time, energy, and trauma. A lot of the clients will say, hey, Cindy, what's the best book that you suggest me to read? I would say any book, right? Any book that you pick on and you like, and check out the cover, check out the content, and you like it, then buy it. But we don't change from knowledge. Okay, book is what? Book is knowledge, right? But knowledge doesn't change action. Knowledge doesn't change action. Practice change action. Practice change your current state. Okay, remember Tony Robbins saying, right? Change, 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 and do something differently. You have to do something differently on a daily basis to change who you want to become, right? And to create your own reality. So if I want you guys to carry anything, just remember the 4 power, the 4 secret, right? To checking with yourself and to see a difference. Okay, the next one. And I'm going to do it because I've done this so many times. So I'm going to do it like Ivy League students do. Okay, so every day, well, it's an online boot camp, and so it's 4 days plus 4 weeks. So for instance, week 1, I'm going to share, right, for 90 minutes, and with my talk and with the certain topic. Let's say number 1 week is the power of beliefs, right? And I'm going to share the talk with current content and along with Q&A, but most importantly is to have a practice at home that you can do on a daily basis with your family members. Okay, you've got to go home and practice. If you say, Cindy, I don't have time, then the boot camp is not right for you. Okay, maybe reading a book is better, but you've got to practice. And all my clients practice and practice and then come back with feedbacks, right? Of course, you're going to go through like difficulties and obstacles, and oh, my partner don't really react on the way that I expected. So of course, you're going to go through like experience some obstacles, but always come back. And then this week 2, I'm going to go through the second power. And then again, with Q&A and feedback and practice again, to make adjustment. So it's a practice boot camp, I would say. It's not a, just me talking and sharing, but more of what you need help with, right? Which area of a relationship or what relationship that you want to improve and better at, okay? And original price on Jenny Next, that's original, and because of MLM audience here, I share with you, it's just very, very small price to have your own assessment plan, okay? That will be done by me, right? Next, along with the plan, right? We all have our own stories, right? The next one, Jenny. And we all come from, different backgrounds and situations and beliefs, right? Culture. So, and this is what I will, one more, Jenny. One last hit. And yeah, so will be a personal assessment along with a personalized plan. And with that assessment, with that plan, and it will help you to go through the boot camp as well as your situation that fits in your shoes, right? Your current status to change that. So this is what, Harvard students do all the time. They practice, they learn by doing, but not just like listening, right? But it's the life that you're living with, and it's the person that you tend to create. So we got to practice and practice and practice, and come back with feedbacks. Okay, so all right, that's my sharing for this morning, and I hope you guys have catch something and learn something, and that can really go back to your daily life and to check in with yourself to get a better sense on everything. Well, thank you guys.